Welcome back, you lovely people, and welcome to the much anticipated exit strategy series. So at the beginning of 2021, I released the 2021 Bitcoin Playbook, which was, as you read here, a practical guide to maximizing your returns and minimizing your risk. I also started talking about many of these concepts about 6 months before on various social media channels. So if you had been following along, and particularly if you had watched the Bitcoin Playbook and followed the strategy laid out in the Bitcoin Playbook, then right now you're in very, very good shape. The price of Bitcoin being over $60,000. I started to put out the content around $8,000, the Bitcoin Playbook about $20,000. So you're in really good shape. You're in a powerful position, and we are now looking towards the exit. If you join later, then that's still no problem. Most people are now very much in profit, given that we're near the all-time high. And even if you are break even or a slight loss at the moment, still do not worry, because we are about to see in the final few months of the year, the final stage of the bull market. But we're also learning as many lessons as possible for future cycles. It doesn't end this year. This is going to be an ongoing process for a long, long time. We're going to have many more cycles to come. If you haven't watched the 2021 Bitcoin Playbook yet, it's still not too late. You will still learn a lot, even though we're close to the end of the year. So do go and watch it. And if you did watch it at the beginning of the year and you have perhaps forgotten most of it, then go and watch it again. The more study you put in at this time, the better. In the 2021 Bitcoin Playbook, we talked about what the halving cycle is, how to position yourself appropriately. And then towards the end, we touched on what the exit might look like. And we said that we will build upon that as we got closer to the time. So that's exactly what this next series of videos is going to be about. What do we mean when we talk about the exit strategy? Well, this is the Bitcoin price since the halvings. Again, if you don't know the halvings, then go and watch the playbook. It is completely laid out in those videos. So the price of Bitcoin, we started talking about it around the May 2020 halving. The price was $8,500. We're now at $60,000. We are very much in line with what we've seen on previous cycles. In the first cycle, the price started at $12 and went at 95 times. In the second cycle, the price started at $658 and went at 30 times. We're currently up 7 times, and we are expecting the final phase to be this parabolic blow off top. Of course, we can't say for sure that is what's going to happen. We don't have a crystal ball, but all we can say is that all of the data up to this point is lining up nicely. If it doesn't happen, if we don't get this parabolic blow off top, then do refer to our Plan B video, which I'll link to in the description. This is a prerequisite before watching this series of videos as well. So that's our Plan B, which is essentially to hodl Bitcoin. Plan A is if the market is gracious enough to give us the opportunity and we have this parabolic blow off top over the next few months, then we can look to take that opportunity in order to take some profits off of the table. Why would we be looking to take some profits off the table? Because obviously we are not fans of fiat currency. There's not a lot of value in holding pounds, dollars, euros, etc. when inflation is so high. Well, the reason is that we're looking for Bitcoin to become extremely overvalued. So at the moment, $60,000 is not overvalued. You can see from what happened in previous cycles, what happens when it gets overvalued. And that is if we have a massive spike and then we begin a 1.5 year bear market where the price goes down 80 to 85%. So if we're going to see this same pattern occur over the next few months where we have a blow off top and then we begin the bear market, we can take that opportunity to increase our Bitcoin holdings. So we can take some profits at or near the top of the cycle. And that might look like the white line being in this sort of area here. maybe that's $200, $250, $300 plus $1,000. And all we're doing there is preparing ourselves to buy Bitcoin at a later date at a cheaper price. If we manage to execute that, then that means we increase our Bitcoin holdings. And really, that's the only aim of this game. Even when you talk about it, when people are talking about other cryptocurrencies or other types of investments, there are only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever exist. More and more people are realizing this fact. That's retail investors, institutions, even countries. And what happens when there's only 21 million and 7.5 billion people, plus all of the companies and countries? Well, those 21 million run out very, very quickly. And that's what's happening at the moment. There is a land grab going on for the Bitcoin that exists. This game is all about getting as many Bitcoins as possible. When fiat currency disappears, real assets will remain. So you could be buying gold, silver, land, real estate, stocks. But we know that the most superior asset, the asset which has been appreciating by 200% a year, the asset which has absolute scarcity of 21 million, is Bitcoin. So all of our actions are focused around how we increase our Bitcoin holdings. If we do take an exit, the exit is only temporary in order for us to enter back in at a lower price and increase our Bitcoin holdings. The other video that you need to watch before you continue with this series is our cycle peak targets. I will link to in the description. You can see over here what we expect it to be, but certainly watch that video so you get the full picture of when we expect this to occur. So in the next videos, we're going to look at what happened in 2013 and 2017 to set this up. And then we're going to lay out 3 different strategies for potentially taking profits near the top. And then we're going to talk about what to do with those profits, where to put them, what to buy, how to keep that value safe to buy more Bitcoin at a later date. That's the plan. Do make sure you watch the Bitcoin playbook and these 2 videos beforehand. They will be linked to in the description of the video. And then I will see you on the next video in this exit strategy series.